Hello everybody, welcome back to another new video. And today we're going to be taking a look at Adobe Illustrator, which is a program that I use on pretty much every project that I do, so it's definitely worth learning how to use. In this video, we'll go over what the program is, how it was made, how it works, who uses it, some core tools and features, and finally the system requirements if you want to start using it yourself. So first off, what is Adobe Illustrator? Well, it's a vector-based graphic design software. It's developed by Adobe Inc. back in 1987, and it has since become one of the most widely used programs for creating vector graphics. Designers, illustrators, and artists use it to make things like logos, icons, typography, illustrations, and even very complex graphics for print, web, and digital platforms. The program supports a variety of file formats like AIs, VG, PDF, and EPs. Now, unlike raster graphics, which are made up of pixels and are often used for photographs, Illustrator works with vector graphics, which are created using mathematical equations. This means that the graphics you create don't lose their quality when you resize them, making them ideal for projects where you need to scale up or down without losing any resolution. Now, let's take a look at how Adobe Illustrator was made. So it was first released in 1987, making it one of Adobe's earliest products, and it was written in C++. It's available on both Windows and Mac OS, and built on Adobe's own PostScript language, which is used for rendering vector graphics. Since its release, it's gone through significant updates to include support for plugins, cloud sensing, and real-time collaboration through Adobe's Creative Cloud platform. It also now offers a touch-friendly interface for use with tablets and mobile devices. Next, let's see how Adobe Illustrator actually works. Okay, so as mentioned earlier, Illustrator works with vector graphics, which are based on mathematical equations rather than pixels like in raster graphics. This means that shapes, lines, curves, and other paths can be scaled to any size without losing their quality. When you create an object in Illustrator, whether it's a shape, text, or image, it's stored as a vector. You can then manipulate these vectors using various tools, such as the pen tool or the direct selection tool. These vectors can be filled with color or gradients and can have different strokes applied to them. The program also allows you to create groups of objects and apply transformations to them as a whole. This makes it easier to create complex designs by working with multiple objects at once. Additionally, Illustrator supports layers, which helps you organize your artwork and apply effects to multiple objects simultaneously. Next, let's explore some of the core tools and features. Okay, now the pen tool is one of the most important tools in Illustrator, and it allows you to draw any shape or path you want. Anchor points can be dragged to adjust the curve's direction, and any node can be converted into a corner node, or vice versa, by selecting the direct selection tool. You can also change the curvature of a path by dragging the curvature handles. The Shape Builder tool is another powerful tool that lets you combine or subtract different shapes to create more complex ones. You can also add or subtract from existing shapes, giving you a lot of flexibility when designing. Artboards in Illustrator are essentially multiple canvases within a single document. They allow you to work on multiple designs at once, making it easy to compare them side by side. This feature is particularly useful for projects that require multiple designs, such as website mockups or presentation slides. Illustrator also has a variety of typography tools that allow you to create, edit, and manipulate text. With these tools, you can change the font, styling, kerning, and even add special effects to your text. The Type on Path tool allows you to place text along a path or curve, which can be helpful for creating unique designs. The Live Paint tool allows you to fill shapes interactively, similar to coloring a sketch. You can select a shape and then click on the Live Paint bucket to fill it with color. The Appearance panel is another important feature in Illustrator that allows you to stack multiple effects and fills on a single object. You can arrange these effects in a layer, adjusting the position of each layer to create complex visual effects. Finally, Illustrator seamlessly integrates with other Adobe products such as Photoshop and After Effects, allowing you to import and export files between programs. Next, let's take a look at who uses Adobe Illustrator. So, obviously, graphic designers use it to create visual concepts for websites, magazines, and other marketing materials. But it's also used by branding specialists to develop brand identities, UI and UX designers to design user interfaces and experiences. Then there's illustrators who use it to create artwork for books, magazines, and websites. And animators might use it to create assets and character designs for their animations. Even fashion designers use it for pattern design and textile printing. Basically, anyone who needs to create vector graphics for any purpose can benefit from using Illustrator. Finally, let's talk about some of the bonuses of using Adobe Illustrator. So it's got a bunch of powerful design tools that make it precise and efficient. It's great for projects that require higher rescaling, like logos or print media. And it's also widely used in the industry, meaning that your files will be compatible with other designers and clients. And lastly, as a bonus, it's supported on both Windows and Mac OS. Now, before we wrap up, let's go over the minimum system requirements. This is for the 2025 version of Illustrator. So for Windows, you'll need Windows 10 or later, a multi-core Intel or AMD processor that supports 64-bit, a 2 GHz or faster processor, 8 GB of RAM, although 16 GB is recommended. For the graphics card, you'll need at least 1 GB of VROM with 2 GB or more recommended for best performance. For storage, you'll need at least 3 GB of free space for installation. And for the display, you'll need a minimum resolution of 1024 by 768, although 1920 by 1080 is recommended. For Mac, you'll need Mac OS 12 or later, a multi-core Intel processor or Apple Silicon, 8 GB of RAM, although 16 GB is recommended. For storage, you'll need 3 GB of free space. And for the display, you'll need at least a 1024 by 768 resolution, although a Retina display is recommended. Finally, let's go over the steps to install and get started with Adobe Illustrator. So first, go to the Adobe Illustrator page. From there, choose a Creative Cloud plan. You can choose a monthly or annual plan and select the one that works best for you. Once you've chosen a plan, download the Creative Cloud desktop app. Once the app is downloaded, open it and click on Illustrator and then click Install. After the installation is complete, launch the app and sign in with your Adobe ID, and that's it. You're now ready to start using Adobe Illustrator. So, hopefully you found this video helpful. If you did, please hit the like button and subscribe for more tech content. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.